على نفسك أنت المقدم وأنت المؤخر وأنت على كل شيء قدير. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما واجعل التفرق بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تدع فينا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to him, and peace and blessings be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Today, session number 57. Sahih? True? This is our guarantor, inshallah. In case if I made a mistake, he will correct, inshallah. Okay? 57. Still, we are dealing with verse 153. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مَعَ الصَّابِرِينَ. We spent one or two sessions, I forgot, just to talk about patience, sabr. And we talked about types of patience, if you remember, just quick, just to keep you on the track. قال صبر على الطاعة. Do you remember? وصبر عن المعصية وصبر على قضاء الله فلا تتسخط النفس من قضاء الله. This is most of what we highlighted last time, which means you need to be patient to do the commandments that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded you. You need patience, to pray the fajr, to lower your gaze, to respect your parents, and to be patient. For example, if you don't have the wished rizq from your point of view, okay, the haram is very easy sometimes. You can make a theft easily, you can do whatever haram things. So you need to do sabr, to control yourself, not to do the ta'ah, okay? To do the commandments, to do the khair, and sabrun an al-ma'siyah, to control yourself, not to commit the sin. You need patience. And it could be sometimes much more difficult, especially in this time, and especially for the youth. Wallahi, may Allah be with you. Wallahi, I remember, I'm 55 now. I remember myself when I was a young kid, those who were elder, when they used to speak, in the streets, all the time we are playing in the streets, all of us. Of course, we did not have this kind of, playing guards or football in the street, everything in the street. 40 or 45 years ago, when someone was thinking to see a haram, to bring a video or something, we used to listen for other in the streets. They used to plan for a month to have a video or to go somewhere or to plan because no one at home. Ya Allah, just to see a video contains a film, contains some kind of bad scenes. Now, without asking, without even thinking, just by holding your mobile, your cell phone, all kind of filthy, dirty porno on earth could be opened without even you knowing that this will open in your mind. I mean, the comparison between how haram was difficult, by the way, I'm not saying people at that time, we did not have bad people. I'm not saying they were, no, but even if the person wanted to do haram, it was not easy. So the fact that easiness did not exist, many people, they did not do the haram, which is in itself, by the way, a good thing, by the way. Now, because easiness and difficulty in itself, it's a factor. It's a tool. It helps. Now, you don't think, you just are browsing. While you are browsing, all haram things in your face. Sometimes not everyone is Sahabi. And not everyone is Abu Bakr and Umar al-Khattab. And sometimes it's very tricky. Sometimes just out of curiosity. Okay, I want just to see what they are doing. Khalas, in the trap, you are lost. Does this happen with all of us or no? I'm just saying that because our point is patience. Sin. So Allah, may Allah be with you. It's not easy. Not easy at all. And the last one, قال صبر على قضاء الله, and we made many examples last time. Now today, we will connect this with the second one. واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة. Now, I don't know, have I highlighted why sabr was before the salah? Have I highlighted this last time? You said no. Okay, طيب. Let's see now. واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة. Now, to the best of my understanding, by the way, sabr is a tool. Salah is a tool as well. Be careful. Let's fix this possible misconception. Prayer in itself, it's not a goal or an aim. Prayer is what? A tool, a way, a tool that helps you to do something. Salah in itself, it helps you to be connected with Allah. So it's a tool. Now, this tool is used sometimes, in a limited times, 5 times, as a compulsory act of worship. But not all the time you are in a prayer. But if we took the wide range of the 3 parts of sabr, please look now. We have sabrun ala ta'a, general big obedience on any type of commandments, plus anil ma'siyah, any type of sin, you need patience. Any type of obedience, you need patience. Any type of rida, being satisfied and accepting the qada, what Allah has ordained. The types of sabr, they cover every single minute of your life. While the prayer covers simple parts of your life. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wallahu a'lam, He started with the highly needed tool before the less needed tool, even though both of them are tools. Do you know why? Because you need patience for number 1 and number 2. Now, if we want just to break down in details, qada'ullah, whatever Allah has commanded to happen in your life, plus the possible sins that you might commit or come in your face, and the things that you have to do all together, do they cover every single minute of your life or not? Because at any moment, something could happen, part of qada'ullah in your face. You need what? Patience. Yes, you need sabr. At any moment, someone might does something and there is a hukum shari regarding it. You came home, your younger brother has played with your personal stuff and he made a mess with your room. Be careful. Shh, control yourself. Speak with him. Now you are like, you are your elder brother. You are about to speak. I noticed something, okay? You are about to say something, your mother came. She thought that you have done something about your brother. And she started sending, nuclear rockets against you. So you need patience now. You need to defend yourself. Shh. Patience. Okay? They told you, hey, in a few minutes, the football match will start. But at the same time, I have very limited time to pray the Maghrib. Your heart is connected to the World Cup, but the Maghrib is about to be missed. You need sabr. You went outside, you want to walk, you say for example, very attractive, beautiful girl. I mean, you thought, astaghfirullah al-azim. You need sabr. Just sabr. You open something, you are laughing with something, stand-up comedian, listen to him. How many times you want to see, for example, Trevor Noah, do something, astaghfirullah al-azim. Sabr in this or that, all the time you need. Now, let's come, this is, wallahu a'lam, to the best of my understanding, why sabr, from my readings as well, why the ibadah, the act of worship, which is sabr, patience, is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with it before the, what? The salah. Both of them, they are an act of worship. One of the amazing ayat about sabr, at the end of chapter Al-Imran, the last ayah in Al-Imran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون. I think what I need, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا. Okay, اصبروا, we understand it. What's the meaning of صابروا? Look now. Some of the Mufassirin. Now, sabr, to be patient. Musabara, to be patient more than your enemy. Because your enemy has sabr as well. Has patience. And he's fighting you. He wants to get rid of you. They want to demolish you. So don't ever accept yourself to be less patient than your opponent. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا. That's why Antara, you know Antara? Antara, he was from the time of the Jahiliyyah. One of the greatest, warriors, knights, cavaliers at the time of the Jahiliyyah. He was a slave, by the way. But he was an amazing, horrible fighter. And he has a lot of, poems, he said. So he was very, very brave fighter. So sometimes they ask him, Antara, how do you manage always to win all of your fights and battles? The one who asked him, he said, look, hey, take my finger, give me your finger, I will bite your finger and bite my finger. He did not answer him. He said, give me your finger, I will bite and you bite. So I put like this. The other, he said, he started, feeling pain. He said, I was really feeling pain like you. But I was much more patient than you. By the way, we need this. You need this. You need this to control yourself. I remember myself, one of the greatest challenges in my life, according to me, when I started practicing Islam, after I was somehow far from Allah, and I was in grade 10, about 38 years ago or 40 years, I forgot, attending the Fajr on time at the masjid. It was one of the most difficult things in my life at that time. It took from me weeks and months to let it be what? Style of life. A system by default to reorganize my life according to the Fajr prayer. It's not easy to change your style of life. I remember, especially, most of us, especially in the winter, it's not normal. Now, I think none of us, but when we wake up at the morning, we have hot water. True or false? Right. I think none of us, but we have it. 40 years ago, I think maybe 1 out of every 100 used to have this kind of, luxurious life. Hot water at the early morning, just in your dreams. Wallahi. In many countries, just in your dreams. So it's not just to get out of your bed, just to go to struggle with the cold water as well. It's not easy. But what about if you need to have ghusl? Ya habib. No problem now. You have what? Hot water and hot house as well. Generally, houses, they were very cold. By the way, part of our culture, mainly in Bilad al-Sham, most of the people, they use the source of heat just where they sit. They do not have central heating. So everywhere else is cold. So when you want to get up out of bed, wallahi, billahi, tallahi, you are fighting. Seriously. Anyway, but just to fix the importance, really, to keep remembering. Do you know the definition of sabr? Habsun nafsi. Who remembers the definition? Habsun nafsi wa ijbaruha ala ma takrah. You see, to control, to restrict yourself against what the self loves. Because your inner self goes like children with the easy. Okay? As a child, you would love just to play. As a child, you would love just to sleep. As a child, you would love to be free in everything. As a well-civilized, practicing human beings, you can't do anything at any time in any way. What about if you became a Muslim? You have submitted yourself to the will of your Lord. The will of your Lord tells you, do, don't. Yes, no, good, bad, permissible, not permissible. All of these things are what? Restrictions. That's why, habsun nafsi وحمله على ما تكره. You want to control yourself. That's what we need, the sabr. It's a tool, by the way, and if you remember, last time I highlighted and I finished this, I'm just bringing you, just to put you on the track. قال إنما العلم بالتعلم وإنما الحلم بالتحلم. Do you remember that hadith? I think I finished last time with it. Which means if you want to do something, simply you push yourself and train. One of the best examples, and please, guys, youth, fix this in your mind. See sports, people of sports, celebrities. World championship in whatever. He used to be just a normal person. How did he reach that? Practice. What type of practice? Wallahi, I heard about some people of the bodybuilding, I read, that they used to practice from 6 to 16 hours a day for years. 12 hours weightlifting and bodybuilding a day. Can you imagine that? I'm not discussing this is halal or haram, it's a waste of time. I'm not discussing this. I'm discussing what kind of patience he used to have to control himself against many pleasures outside, just to have his biceps or triceps or six packs, just for whatever. For example, to be number one in his country or whatever. How many thousands of hours? Amazing. I mean, when you combine them, they are thousands. Thousands. How many times he was wishing to eat very nice food like safiha or kunafa or mansaf or kushari. All of them, it's prohibited for him. Not by Islam. Prohibited for him according to his dietary system to control his six packs. No carbs. Habibi, sweets, just kunafa. No sweets, no carbs, no sugar. Do they do it or not? طبعا. Look to women when they start to do sports and they're right. So they start, for example, running. Very slim. Do you think she's slim by just simply because she's just running? Or she's controlling her what? Food system. Food system. We have this kind of amazing desire. I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, the lust, the love for food. I mean, you know it. I mean, is there anyone who does not know how much we suffer really when we love something and we smell? MashaAllah. We can ask Brother Abu Umar, by the way. Wallahi, if anyone, by the way, just it's pause. Brother Abu Umar, he managed to lose 73 kilograms. Brother Abu Umar, 73 kilograms in 1 year? 1 year. You just ask him about the struggle and the fight that he did. And he managed, mashallah. By the way, without any kind of surgery or medical chemicals. Just he changed his style of food by his own discovery, without speaking with anyone, his own one. 73 kilograms, which means تقريبا someone like me. He lost someone like me. Allah. La ilaha illallah. But I mean, nothing comes without patience. My point, when someone wants to be the first in something, he will bring the willpower, goal, practice. That's it. I'm not discussing religion now. I'm discussing anything else. Go to listen to anyone, by the way. Steve Jobs, when he was alive, ask Bill Gates, ask Elon Musk. You see, I work hard. I work hard. Work hard means what? Patience. I work hard. I don't sleep easily. I don't waste my time. I don't. What's this? Restrictions. Then that's why he was a successful person in the human sense. But if you want to be, this is what you need. Let's come now to the next part of this ayah, or second word of this ayah. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة. قال, I will be quoting السعدي now. قال وأمر تعالى بالاستعانة بالصلاة لأن الصلاة هي عماد الدين. Allah commanded to seek refuge or to make benefit of the Salah because it is the pillar of the religion. وَنُورِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. It's the light of the believers. قال وهي الصلة بين العبد وربه. فإذا I will read the Arabic, then I will give the in English. قال هي الصلة بين العبد وربه، فإذا كانت صلاة العبد صلاة كاملة مجتمعا فيها ما يلزم فيها وما يسن وحصل فيها حضور القلب الذي هو لبها، فصار العبد إذا دخل فيها استشعر دخوله على ربه ووقوفه بين يديه موقف العبد الخادم المتأدب، مستحضرا لكل ما يقوله وما يفعله، مستغرقا بمناجاة ربه. لا جرم أن هذه الصلاة من أكبر المعونة على جميع الأمور. Who understood what I have said now? Can you raise up your hand? Wow, less than 20%. طيب, I will explain in French now إن شاء الله. طيب. No, in English, not French. I don't speak French. I'm just joking, okay? Now he was saying, let me just pause before I explain what he said. You need to understand in Arabic the amazing genius understanding of Islam through the Arabic language. As-salah from the word sila. Sila literally in Arabic means connection. Okay? Now, the original lexical meaning, the literal meaning of salah is a dua. You see? Supplication. From the meaning. Now, we have a terminology for the word salah. When we say salah, originally it means dua, which is, in English, they say the prayer or supplication. Now, we use it for a specific ritual prayer, which contains a dua. And Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, الدعاء مخ العبادة. The prayer or the supplication, it is the core of the what? The ritual worship. Now, you need to understand, when we speak about a salah, we are talking about a moment where you are connected with the supreme power in this universe. Let's make just simple pause. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلُ الْأَعْلَى. No.
Can I stop for a minute?
Yes.
في واحد عماله يسيب some stupid comments.
Oh.